set the roof on fire.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Some serious pride on the line in this contest as these two divisional rivals take the field together for the season. Almost a playoff atmosphere surrounding the game between these two bitter opponents. It's the Browns going up against the Ravens. With that, let's send it out to our broadcast team. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis with this Week 2 matchup.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they could be well set up for the rest of the year.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Now they try the right side here. Oh, nice move. And an alley to run. Still on his feet. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Let's just go ahead and state the obvious. You're going to want a big game out of that guy. Big-time run to get things started. But even more importantly, coming in on the road, trying to silence the crowd, take them out of it a little bit, slow down the emotions of the game, and get yourselves under control and feel like, yeah, we're going to be okay on the road.
The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And he rifles one incomplete. Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Winston. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Jameis to throw it. He finds Coleman. That one good for 14 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And they give this time to the tailback, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Now a play fake here on first down, and it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Second down following the incompletion. They'll throw again. Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's third and short.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage. And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Credit the tackle to Navarro Bowman.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now Jameis on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is third down. Winston on 3rd and 2. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Winston now. His pass caught at the 4. 1 yard is the gain there. It'll bring up second down. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, a former Blue Hen out of Delaware. It's Joe Flacco.
And you can say so many positive things about him as a player. Durable, guy's got a big right arm. Receivers absolutely love him to be able to go downfield and grab the football. But I think he elevates his play. In fact, I know he elevates his play when he gets to the postseason. And that's the kind of guy you want leading your team.
They'll come out in the pistol. On first down, Flacco. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Second and 10. Flacco once more. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a pickup of 7. And just like that, it's third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play.
Well, that's one of the main responsibilities of a safety in any defense. A long way downfield before he's able to corral him, but that's why you have him on the field, the last line of defense.
He made the play. I don't know if it'll be remembered. They're probably so mad that the run went for that long.
Wonder if they were thinking pass in that situation as opposed to run and being caught a little bit out of position. Fortunately, he's able to track him down.
One quarter down. 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
A break from the ground game here. Flacco. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything. And sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On second down, Flacco to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Third down, Flacco from the gun. Right side complete. That's Woods. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They'll come out in the pistol. 2nd down, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Now, the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. The 1st down throw for Winston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now Jameis on second down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. So second and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. Second down is always kind of that, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Still second down.
So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Flacco here on second down. That's complete. It's Gordon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top. Saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Ravens are on the bad end of things at home, but will have 2 quarters to turn it around. The Browns deserve to be ahead, but will need to put together another strong half. All right, let's roll those highlights. Browns have it at the 4. He's got to get into the open, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. Browns up by a touchdown. Ravens take it early in the second. Gordon's found coming across the middle, and he'll end up picking up 18 yards on the play. Ravens would later kick a field goal. Browns have it late in the second. Middle of the field, the pass will be caught, and it's going to be caught for the touchdown. Browns go up by 11. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Flacco off play action. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Robert Kimdichie in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Third down, Flacco from the gun. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield.
Holding, receiving team.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Jameis now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Winston now from the 50. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And quickly they get to the line. A first down throw for Winston. And he fires one incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. On second down, Winston again. And that is incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And that takes us from second to third down. So here we go now, an extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Here's Winston. And that's incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Second down and 4. On second down, Flacco to throw. Surveying the field. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And now a first down following that long gain. Now Marshall. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Second down, Flacco now. That's complete. It's Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This is Marshall. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Blocking the ball. Offense. Still first down.
Marshall. Oh, he shifts past him. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Keith Marshall, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Flacco. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
There he goes right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
And his kick is good. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper. into the end zone for the touchdown. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll run with Marshall. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Offense still needing 10 yards, second down. Shift together here from the D-line. An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
Defense. Still second down.
Flacco here on second down. It's complete to Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
So completion on second down, that brings up 3rd. They come out here in the I. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And to give this time to the tailback. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Slant route caught by Edelman. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Another pistol look here. And they'll run it here. They find some open field here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on 1st down. Finding time. Looking deep downfield. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a second down throw for Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. And these numbers, not what he wants to see, that's for sure. You know, last week, and we were talking about this, so crisp with his reads and progressions, but that just hasn't been the case here in this one.
Extremely sharp. We could have very well put a stopwatch to every play last week and seen everything hit right in time, right in rhythm. If it was a 3-second play, he would have hit it right on time. So far in this one, everything's off just a little bit, either a little fast or a little slow. I just thought when we watched him play last week, 1, 2, 3, bam, ball was right where it was supposed to be. Let's see if that can increase or get changed as this one goes along. Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Winston now to throw on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down. 10 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Cleveland first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
Point after here coming up. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Baltimore gets set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing here on 1st down. Flacco. That's complete. It's Gordon. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Ravens are going to have a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. 1st and 10 here for Flacco. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry up. Once more, it's Flacco. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Caught left side, Williams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And again, it's Flacco to throw. Looking for someone to throw to. Right side complete. That's Woods. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Looking for 2 yards here on 3rd down. Flacco. He's got his man. It's Williams. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. They go pass again with Flacco. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. 2nd down, Flacco now. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Third and goal, Flacco. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding. Defense. The penalty is declined.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Show me what you like. Hey, I put money, I can match it for ya. I'm in this all white fit, looking like a brick and all them zippers on a jacket on ya. He got a thing for Latin. He wanna hear a little Spanish. I told him it ain't practice it.